Hey guys, Fireblade here, and welcome to another What If the Calamity Trio was in the Dragon Ball universe. As you can tell by the title and thumbnail, we are going to be doing the movies. So you're probably wondering why am I going to focus on the movies right now. It's because as we move forward with the main story, we're going to get more and more of Amphibia related stuff, specifically the gems. And because of that, I'm going to need the Marcy's journal, because maybe there's going to be more information on the gems there. If there is or there isn't, please let me know. If it is, then don't tell me what it is, just let me know that it does have it. While I'm waiting for the journal, I might as well do the movies. Hopefully by the time I upload the second part of this one, then I can already have the journal. And for this part, we're only going to be doing two movies. We're going to be doing The Dead Zone and The World's Strongest. Oh yeah, enough wasting some time, let's get right on into it. For the Dead Zone movie, it's going to start off the same way with Piccolo being attacked. Kami, who has been cautious of Ann since she first arrived, believes that Ann was the one to defeat Piccolo, and thus he accepts his fate, believing that he's gonna die. Meanwhile, in Mount Paozu, Ann and Gohan are playing in the woods. That is until their playtime is interrupted by Chi-Chi, who calls for them. As they arrive at the house, they see the Ox King pulling up to the house. With Gohan running up to his grandpa, Ox King is glad to see that his grandson is there, gives him a pat on the head, and tells them that he brought gifts. He even mentions that he brought some for Ann, which surprises her. She tries to decline the gift, saying that he shouldn't have done that, but the Ox King wouldn't take no for an answer. He tells her that she's basically his granddaughter, which causes Ann to blush. However, this heartwarming moment is interrupted the same way how it does in the actual movie. Ann tells Chi-Chi to take Gohan and run while she takes on the three goons that took down the Ox King. And so Chi-Chi takes Gohan while Ann fights the three goons. She takes the fight away from the house so the house wouldn't get damaged and that the Ox King wouldn't get killed. Goku, who felt something wrong, runs to the house as fast as he can with the fish that he caught for dinner. When he arrives at the house, he finds the Ox King. He checks on the Ox King and sees that he is awake. He asks the Ox King what is happening, and he told him what has happened. He tells Goku that Chi-Chi took Gohan away and asks him to go find them, to which Goku does. When he finds them, he finds Chi-Chi on the ground, but Gohan missing. He goes to Chi-Chi and asks her what happened, to which Chi-Chi tells him what has happened. The scene basically plays out the same way as it does in the movie. This is basically where the movie stays the same for a while. That is until Kami meets up with Goku at Garlic Jr.'s castle. Just like in the original, Kami tells Goku about Garlic Jr. and what is happening. He ends it off by saying that he first thought Ann was the one behind all this. And when he realized that Piccolo wasn't dead, he was going to go straight to Ann, but then he noticed that the Dragon Balls were being used. When he checked who was using it and saw that it was Garlic Jr., he immediately knew that he had to come here. After that, Kami tells Goku to leave this up to him, to which Goku does and go looks for Gohan. When the three goons intercept Goku, the battle goes the same way as it does in the actual movie. But things start to change again when Krillin comes in, except it isn't Krillin, it is Ann. Goku and Ann are about to face off against these three goons. That is until Piccolo comes in and basically takes Ann's place to fight with Goku. I need to state this now because I'm pretty sure someone will ask. No, Ann does not get peed on by Gohan. Besides that, the movie again plays exactly the same up until Garlic Jr. opens the Dead Zone. As the Garlic Jr. is trying to suck in Goku and Piccolo into the Dead Zone, Ann actually taps into her Calamity power and basically counters Garlic Jr.'s power. Now when Ann taps into Calamity power, she's not in the full state that she normally is in. She basically has a light blue glow and the Lotus aura that basically insinuates that she has tapped into the Calamity power, but she's not using the full power. When everyone sees Ann tapping into the Calamity power, they are surprised, mainly because Ann's power feels faint, and she doesn't even look like she's struggling to stand up. Like I said, she's countering Garlic Jr.'s power. That's the only type of struggle they are seeing. Kami is a bit more terrified when he sees his power. This was the type of power that Kami has sensed, but he can tell that this is much more than what he thought it was. Kami just hopes that Goku was right and that befriending her was the good choice, because right now they're relying on Ann to stop Garlic Jr. Fortunately for them, the movie ends the same way it does, with Gohan being the one to knock Garlic Jr. into the Dead Zone with his Rage Boost. That was the Dead Zone. Surprisingly, a lot doesn't change for the Dead Zone. Now, the World's Strongest, however, that one changes. Once again, this movie starts off the same exact way. The first difference is that after Gohan is told not to say anything by Oolong, The scene is cut back to the Sun family's house, where we see Anne is helping Chi-Chi with cooking. Chi-Chi is still concerned that Gohan was gone for 3 days and didn't say anything. Goku doesn't really find this odd, but Chi-Chi does say that Gohan didn't even tell anything to Anne, which Goku does find a bit odd, but again, he still has the same sentiment. Besides that, everything so far stays the same. A difference is that instead of Chi-Chi checking on Gohan, it is Anne who checks on him. Mainly to showcase more that, yeah, Anne is basically a big sister to Gohan. As Goku leaves to go help Master Roshi, Anne tries to help Gohan sneak away, but Chi-Chi calls both of them out. Dying in defeat, they both go back into the house. Once again, everything stays the same. That is until Chi-Chi finds that Gohan has snuck off. Chi-Chi tells Anne that Gohan has snuck off, which surprises Anne. Gohan must have snuck out while she was in the shower. So Anne gets dressed and follows after him. Once again, everything stays the same. That is until Goku's about to use the Kaioken. As Gohan and Krillin is about to get frozen by, as TFS calls him, Freezer, Anne actually comes in and saves them both by knocking away the freeze beam and firing a blast out of her mouth to basically kill him. Anne is shown dressed in the same outfit as she would be in the Mothman AU. This is just a reference. Just like the scar in her arm is a reference to the one-arm Anne theory, this is always just a reference to the Mothman AU. That's really all it is. This outfit will only appear in the movies. Now, after seeing that Freezer has been killed, he feels like he doesn't need to use the Kaioken. Kishimi, or the Electrifier, as CFS called them, tries to attack Anne with the electric whip. However, just like how the Mothman outfit is just a reference, to add to this reference even more, Anne makes a spear out of Ki to basically catch and entangle Kishimi's electric whip attack. She pulls him in to fire a Ki blast directly at him, basically in his face, which ultimately kills him. We cut back to Dr. Willow, as he makes a comment saying that Anne may be the one that they're looking for, and may be the strongest. After that, Anne defrosts Goku and basically kind of berates Gohan a little bit for sneaking off. Without her anyways. Besides that, once again everything stays the same. With the difference that Dr. Coaching is referring to both Goku and Anne when he's talking about taking the strongest body. And after that, again, everything stays the same. With the difference that Anne is with Gohan, basically in charge of keeping him safe, while Goku is fighting Piccolo. As Gohan is trying to reach out to Piccolo, Piccolo once again goes to him and about ready to fire a Ki blast right in his face. That is until Anne deflects the attack and basically fights Piccolo. Now this position between Anne and Goku has switched, with Goku being in charge of keeping Gohan safe. Besides that, everything stays the same, with some differences like Dr. Willow just making a comment that he either needs Goku or Anne's body, and that Anne joins the Turtle School Kamehameha, and that Anne gets taken out of the battle, at least for a bit. Anyway, as the battle between Goku and Dr. Willow continues, Anne is starting to get angrier, basically feeling that she's been useless. Yeah, she killed 2 of the Bio Warriors, but that's really all she's done. She can't do anything else. She's getting angrier. As it looked like Goku is getting overwhelmed by Dr. Willow's energy wave, Anne taps into the Calamity power, and this is the full power, mind you. She joins Goku and fires her Kamehameha wave. As she fires, Goku uses the Kaioken times 4. Both attacks were enough to kill Dr. Willow. And with that, the battle is over, and so is the movie. And that's it. As you can see, the World's Strongest had Anne much more involved than the Dead Zone. If anything, the Dead Zone was more of a Dragon Ball movie, while the World's Strongest was more of a Dragon Ball Z movie. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Again, I'm just doing this until I can get Marcy's journal. If you already read the journal, again, let me know if the journal does add anything about the Calamity power. If it does, don't tell me what it adds, just tell me that it does add something to it. But yeah, Fireblade here, and I will see you later, or whatever I make. Bye.